Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to be notified of the latest videos. I'm Sage for Kalkinemedia. Today we're covering a topic: how does a vaccine work and how effective is the Pfizer vaccine? With lockdowns failing to subside the raging COVID-19 pandemic, vaccines seem to be our only antidote against the deadly virus. And effectiveness of the jabs can be contended, but then the world does not have many options on the table to experiment with. Either we lock down ourselves into our homes or we vaccinate ourselves. So how does a human body get infected? When germs, things like bacteria or viruses, attack the human body, they multiply inside it. And this invasion of germs, called an infection, is what causes the illness. The immune system uses various tools to fight infection. Blood contains red blood cells for carrying oxygen to tissues and organs, and white or immune cells for fighting infection. In some severe cases of infections, you may need external help as well, in form of medicines, injections, and hospital care. What is a vaccine? A vaccine is a biological formulation that provides artificially acquired immunity to a particular infectious disease. A vaccine usually contains an agent that is a part of or resembles a disease-causing microorganism. The vaccine is made from the weakened or neutralized forms of that microorganism, its toxins, or one of its surface proteins. These weakened microbes are called antigens. In short, a vaccine trains the human body's immune system in a way so that it can fight a disease it has not come into contact with before. How does a vaccine work? A vaccine does not cause illness, at least in most of the cases, but what it does is cause the immune system to produce T lymphocytes carried in the body by white blood cells and antibodies. And sometimes, post the vaccination, the imitation infection can cause minor symptoms of the original infection, such as fever. Such minor symptoms are normal and should be expected as the body builds immunity. And once the imitation infection fades, the human body is left with a supply of memory T lymphocytes as well as B lymphocytes that will remember how to fight that disease in the future. How effective is a Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine? It is one of the most effective vaccines you could find in the market. This vaccine is approved in almost 100 countries across the world. Based on evidence from clinical trials in people 16 years and older, the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine was 95% effective at preventing laboratory-confirmed infection with the virus that causes COVID-19 in people who received 2 doses and had no evidence of being previously infected. The vaccine is recommended for people aged 12 and above. However, in case you have had a severe allergic reaction, such as anaphylaxis or an immediate allergic reaction, even if it was not severe, to any ingredient present in an mRNA COVID-19 vaccine, such as polyethylene glycol, you should not get either of the mRNA COVID-19 vaccines, according to the US Centre for Disease Control. Vaccines are clinically approved after months of rigorous testing, and for the greater good of humanity, everyone should get vaccinated against this fast-spreading COVID-19 virus. If you like this information, please like, share, comment on the video below, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and you'll be notified of the latest videos. But for more information and regular updates, head to the website kalkinemedia.com. This is Sage for Kalkinemedia.